It's about a third of revenue, but it's about 2/3 of profits.
Wow.
So almost 60 to 65% of profits. And that is a complete shift, as you correctly pointed out, from just a few years ago, maybe even just 5 years ago, before they kind of went into the streaming business, before the linear TV business kind of is seeing the secular declines that it is right now. So it really, the picture has kind of completely changed. And that means there is a lot of attention and a lot of focus on the theme parks. We do have, some prior hurricane closures to go by. So they had one in 2022, which was Hurricane Ian. When they closed the park for 2 days with Hurricane Ian, they lost about $65 million. That was the operating income impact. You had Hurricane Irma in 2017. There was a $100 million impact. We think, though, that with more and more reliance on the theme parks, just with the fact, that it's become a bigger revenue contributor, a bigger profit contributor, obviously the financial hit is also going to be larger. Remember, just the Florida parks pull in roughly 135 to 140,000 visitors every single day. It's 50 million visitors a year. So, it obviously has huge ramifications. It's losing roughly, $50 million per day. We think the operating income impact will be at least 125 million.
So this is the first time I've been to a Disney property as a civilian. The other times I've been to a Disney property is always with Bob Iger walking next to me. Mm-hmm. So with that analysts and investors and things like that, when they either close the park, so we're the only ones there, or they give us like some super duper passes that we can just zip in any line. This is the first time I went as a civilian where I had to kind of wait in line and do all that kind of stuff. But
and
gajillions of people do it, as Geetha was just saying.
At the airport, there were definitely reports of little children being just sobbing because they had to leave Disney. So you said they're losing $50 million per day by shutting down Disney World. Like that's how big that Florida resort is for them. I heard that right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So
go ahead.
Do they make that up? Is it then that pent up demand, or is this just lost?
This will pretty much be lost because remember, it's not just the park closure. There is obviously going to be some, longer ranging repercussions for, all of the theme park businesses in Florida, in the Orlando area. So we are actually expecting attendance itself for the fiscal first quarter, which is the current quarter, to actually be down maybe about mid-single digits. Wow. Attendance was flattish in the September quarter. There is definitely pressure all around, and this obviously is not going to help them at all. The other thing that we're watching for, Alex, as we kind of get into 2025, and this is going to be a special pain point for Disney, is that Universal, its closest rival, actually has a new theme park that they're opening in Orlando, and that basically doubles Universal's footprint. They're adding Epic Universe sometime in March, April of next year. Again, a lot of people have been holding back on their travel to Universal because they know this new attraction is coming. And so again, we think that's going to be a little bit of a hit for Disney once we get into 2025.